subscribing to this Jaden's Videos, and I'm back with another Spirit Halloween 2020 animatronic review, and this one is on my third favorite prop of the year, Nightcrawler. Now, I got this guy because I absolutely love him, but I also plan to be using him in my haunt this year because my haunt theme is a laboratory, and this guy's just such a weird creature that I do think can work well as a lab experiment. I have a whole story around why he's there and stuff, which I will talk about a bit later on. But without any further ado, let's get right into the prop. Now, this guy retails for $199.99 at Spirit Halloween, and he is new for the 2020 Halloween season, and he is a good one. Starting at the face here, he looks amazing. I just love his appearance. His elongated mouth and everything is just one of the coolest parts about him. He's got kind of a fleshy skin tone, which is really weird. He's just a really strange creature that looks a lot like a skinwalker. He's so weird. I love his eyes. His eyes are just completely whited out, but you can see underneath there he's got like cracks in them and stuff. Really creepy looking. I love the look of this guy. Then you go down on his face, there's just a bunch of creases and everything. His face is all warped, his nose is like crooked there. And then of course his mouth is one of the creepiest parts of him. He's got all those crooked yellow teeth, but then you go down and he's got this really elongated, creepy, wide open mouth. I think it's truly horrifying looking. It's one of the creepiest props of the year for sure, and I think it's really cool. And then he's got long black hair here, which a lot of people don't notice, but he does have that. And then his body's just cloth, just crazy create cloth with the black robe here. He's got the hood, and then he's got the creepy cloth draped over it to give it a more cool look. His IR sensor is right there on his arm, and as you can see, his arms are in a very strange pose, of course, like he's crouching down pretty much. And then you move on down to his hands, which he doesn't have any feet. He's got 4 hands, so he's just crawling on all fours on his 4 hands. The hands look great. They look very elongated and creepy. He's got veins sticking out that you can see. Very creepy looking for sure. And like I mentioned, he's got 4 of those instead of feet. You can see from the side here how strange his posture is. He kind of sticks up in the back here when he's in the off position, and then his front is lower because he pops up. He's in such a weird posture. He's just so strange, and that's why I like him so much, because who even knows what kind of creature he is? He's just kind of there. And he's just really creepy, and that's another good thing about him, is that since he doesn't really have a specific monster that he's supposed to be, he's just this weird creature. He can fit in a bunch of different themes. I can see him working well in a cemetery, a haunted mansion, hell for sure, underworld, a freak show, or in my case, a laboratory. I think one of the best themes for him for sure, though, would definitely be hell or underworld, because he definitely looks very demonic. Here's a look at his posture from the top, just so you can see how he looks. He's a very large animatronic. He takes up a lot of space, and I would say that's a good thing, because you definitely don't want him to be small, because then he wouldn't be as scary. But he's very intimidating and large. He's really creepy, and I feel like he's going to freak out a bunch of people. And to add on to his creep factor, his animation is of course a popping up animation, which is just going to scare people more. But along with that, he also sways side to side as he resets, which I think is better than just a basic reset. The swaying side to side definitely adds to it, and adds more animation, and definitely creates a much more creepy effect, which I really enjoy. His audio is absolutely disturbing. It's like growling and just deep demonic sounds. It's really creepy. I would say if this guy was categorized as a specific monster, he would definitely probably be a demon or a ghoul. I'm not entirely sure. He's just so weird. He doesn't really have a specific monster, like I mentioned, but that's what's so good about him. Without any further ado, though, I will show you what the Nightcrawler does. So there you have the Nightcrawler. What a fantastic animatronic. I'm really blown away with this guy. I've mentioned it so many times before, and I'm going to mention it again. Spirit Halloween is delivering on uniqueness this year, and this guy is one of the biggest examples of that. He's so creepy, so horrifying, definitely one of the best of the year, and honestly, he might be one of my favorites of all time. I love him so much. I think he's really, really cool, and is definitely right up my alley. I like him, and if you like him, you can get him at Spirit Halloween for $199.99, which I do think is a fair price for this guy. He's very large. He pops up. He's got a very fast popping up animation, and then as he resets, he sways side to side. So technically, he's got two animations because the reset isn't really an animation, but the swaying side to side is an added animation. So he's a really cool prop, and I really, really like him. He's so unique and creepy, and if you like him, you can go purchase him at Spirit Halloween right now. You can purchase him online. Check the link in the description to go purchase this guy. Or you can buy him at your local Spirit Halloween store whenever they get him in stock. I highly recommend him. I think he's a great prop. I think he's going to go great in my haunt this year. So I'm going to give this guy a full 10 out of 10. I really think he's a phenomenal animatronic and one that I really do enjoy a lot, and I recommend you get it if you're into this type of prop. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolves.